Hello everyone, welcome to MAS Online Institute of Physics. Do watch the entire video and subscribe my channel and share it among your friends. In the present video, I'll be dealing with the strategy how to get 500 marks in the NEET examination, and next I will be giving you the timetable for 50 days, how to score more than 100 marks in 50 days, 100 plus marks in 50 days, and some important tricks when you don't know the answer of what we have to do. Finally, I will give the important tricks. So let us move on to the first topic, that is how to score 500 marks in NEET examination. I hope everyone is aware of the number of questions that are asked in each of the topic. So I will start it with chemistry. We know that in chemistry, around 45 questions are asked and each question carries 4 marks. So this will be giving you around 180 marks. Similarly, in case of physics, same thing happens. 45 questions will be there and each question carries 4 marks and you will be getting a maximum of 180 marks. Now coming to biology, as I said, biology consists of zoology plus botany. So around, if I combine both of them, there will be around 90 questions and each question carries 4 marks. So you'll be getting around 360 marks from combinedly biology and zoology topic. Sorry, botany and zoology topic. And we are having a negative 1 mark for each wrong answer. Whenever your answer is wrong, you'll be getting a negative 1 mark. So first of all, I would like to start with biology. That is, this is nothing but combination of zoology plus botany. See here, the maximum marks that can be scored in biology is 360 marks. So the first thing you have to do is you should score at least 320 marks in this topic. What I have analyzed from online searching is that even an average student can score above 300. Even an average student can score above 300 marks in biology. So this examination already has been postponed for 2 times. So definitely you might have studied biology n number of times. So you can easily score 320 marks. If you are getting more than 320, then it's a benefit for you only. Now I would like to talk next about chemistry. See here, the maximum marks that can be scored in chemistry are 180 marks. Those are 180 marks. And even an average student can easily score or easily answer 28 questions from chemistry, but I'm not taking 28 questions. Suppose you are able to answer only 25 questions. Means 25 questions means how many marks you can easily get? You can easily get a marks of 100. You can easily get a mark of 100. Whatever, even an average student can score 28, but still I am taking it as only 25. So here in biology, you have to score at least, these are the minimum marks I am taking, these are the minimum marks I am taking. I am considering the minimum marks. In biology, you have to score at least 320, and coming to this chemistry, you have to score 100. Now let us move on to the physics. Again, the maximum marks that can be scored in physics are 180 marks. Now suppose you are just able to answer 20 questions. You're just able to answer 20 questions. Normally anyone can answer 20 questions. More than 20 is also possible. Now I am taking, just assuming that you are able to answer 20 questions. Each question carries a marks of 4. So how many questions you can answer? How many marks you'll be getting? You'll be getting around 80 marks. I am talking this all about the 100% sure questions which you are getting 100% sure. Again, still there will be a negative marking. We will consider those things at last. Suppose you are getting 80 marks. So if you add all of them, so this strategy is for 500 marks. Now you may say that, sir, we will be answering few questions, there will be negative marks. See here you are only, I am taking only 320 marks. Suppose you have answered for 340 marks and you have taken some negative answers, still you are left with 320 marks there. Similarly, in case of chemistry, you have answered more than 25 questions. You might have answered 28 questions. You got negative marking. So there might be some difference in this marks. Even if you are getting between above 490, Even if you are getting above 419, then there are the chances for getting medical seats, MBBS seat. Even though above 440 you are getting the seats in some private colleges, but if you are getting more than 500 plus, then you should be sure that you will be getting a seat in medical seats. Again, I have taken this minimum questions only. I have considered minimum questions. You can some student may answer around more than 30 questions or more than 32 questions in chemistry. Then their score will be more than 500. Similarly, some other student can answer more than 22 questions or more than 25 questions in physics. Then they will be marks. Their marks will be more than 500 plus. So this I have made a minimum strategy. Minimum you have to score 320 marks correctly. Here in chemistry you have to score 100 marks confirm correctly, and in physics you have to score 80 marks correctly. Now suppose, so this is the strategy you have to follow for getting 500 marks. Now let us move on to our physics topic. What are the important topics that we have to concentrate in the physics, and how much weightage is there for each and every topic? So I recommend you to first finish this topic. This is called as modern physics with electronic devices. How many questions we are getting every year from this topic? Let us see. See here, every year we are getting 2 questions from this dual nature of radiation, and around 3 to 2 questions from this atom and nuclei, and definitely 3 questions to 4 questions from this semiconductor devices, that is nothing but electronic devices. But as I say, I will be taking only minimum questions. Suppose there are 2 questions from dual nature of radiation, and 2 questions from atom and nuclear. I am taking only 2 questions, 1 question from atom and 1 question from nuclear, and there are 3 questions from semiconductor devices. So how many questions are there in total? 3 plus 2 5, 5 plus 2 7 questions. So 7 question means how many marks you will be getting? 7 for the 28 marks. The first topic I want you to finish during these days is dual nature, say modern physics. See, you can easily score 28 marks from modern physics. 28 marks can be easily scored from modern physics. Now let us move on to the next topic. The next topic which you have to concentrate is optics. See here, this optic consists of further 2 topics. One is physical optics, other one is wave optics. Now in physical optics there are n number of formulas, because there are the formulas regarding mirrors, there are the formulas regarding lenses, there are formulas regarding combination of lenses, but there is one topic that is called as optical instruments. Optical instruments. There will be one definite question from this topic, that is optical instrument. You might have seen about microscope, telescope, formulas regarding microscope and telescope from that topic, and further you are having some problems regarding hypermetropia, myopia. There will be one definite question from this optical instruments or optical instruments. Now coming to wave optics, there are only 3 topics which you have to study. What are those 3 topics? One is diffraction, other one is polarization, and the other topic is interference. Out of these 3 topics you will be getting 2 questions definitely. Diffraction and polarization you can finish within a day. Within a day means I am talking about only physics, so it may represent around 2 to 3 hours. Within 2 to 3 hours you can complete this polarization topic and diffraction topics. And interference you can take 1 more day. For interference you can take 1 more day. So if you are studying wave optics, you are getting definitely 2 questions, and from physical optics, if you are just seeing only one optical instrument, then you are 100% sure of getting 1 question. So from this optics, even after leaving this other parts, actually optics will give you 5 questions. I am not considering the 5 questions. I am taking 2 questions from wave optics and 1 question from physical optics. So if you are getting 3 questions, and 3 for the how many marks? You can easily score 12 marks. You can easily score 12 marks. So from modern physics, I am expecting how many marks? From modern physics, I am expecting 28 marks. And from optics, that is wave optics plus that optical instrument, I am expecting how many marks? 12 marks. Now let us move on to the next topic. Next one is electromagnetic wave. The next topic that you have to finish is electromagnetic wave. 1 question will be definite from electromagnetic wave. In NEET 2020, there were 2 questions from this topic. 2 questions were given from this topic, electromagnetic waves. but I am considering only one topic. What are those important topics? Means again we are having the electric field equation, magnetic field equation, relation between electric field and magnetic field with respect to velocity of light, and there are few theoretical concepts like what is the which will be having maximum frequency, which will be having maximum wavelength. So you can easily score 4 marks from this topic. You can easily score 4 marks from this topic. I'm taking the topic as electromagnetic waves. I'm taking only one question. Don't leave this easy topic. Even though you're getting only one question, but you can easily score 4 marks. So I've considered wave optics. Sorry, electromagnetic waves. So if I total this, how many marks I am getting? This 28 plus 4 plus 2. 8 plus 2 is 10. 10 plus 4 is 14 marks here. If I take this on 2, 3, around 44 marks. Around 44 marks I am getting from this topics only. Around 44 marks. Again, remember, I am taking only minimum number of questions. I am not taking maximum questions. See here, from modern physics, around 8 questions were asked in the 2018 examination. 8 or 9 questions were asked in 2018 examination from modern physics. Again, optics definitely will be getting 5 questions. I have taken only 3 questions here. So by considering minimum marks, I am able to score 44 from these chapters only. 44 marks from these chapters only. So these are the first things you have to concentrate. Now there are remaining things. These are the remaining things. See, every year from current electricity we are having 3 questions. Every year we are having 3 questions from current electricity. One question will be from potentiometer concept, and the other question will be from Kirchhoff laws. Kirchhoff laws again consist of Wheatstone bridge, and again it will be having cells in series and parallel. So you can expect 2 questions from this, and one question will be regarding electrical power. Then Ohm's law will be there, resistivity will be there, conductivity will be there. I am neglecting those things. Suppose you have studied about potentiometer and you have studied about Kirchhoff laws and cells in series and parallel, then you can expect 2 questions here. These 2 questions are nothing but 8 marks. These 2 questions will give you 8 marks. So if I include this current electricity also, what will be this? 44 marks plus this current electricity 8 marks. How many marks you will be getting? You will be getting 52 marks. 52 marks. I haven't completed remaining things. So let us consider only this 52 marks here in second year topics. Again, you are having electrostatic. In electrostatic, this electrostatic consists of electric charges and field. Electrostatic potentials and capacitors are there. In magnetic effects of current and magnetism, this consists of moving charges and magnetism. This consists of Earth's magnetic field. This consists of magnetism. And further, there is electromagnetic induction and alternating current. You can expect 2 questions from electromagnetic induction, 1 question from alternating current, and from this magnetic effects of current and magnetism, you can expect around 3 questions, 3 to 4 questions. From this electrostatic, you can expect 4 questions. In previous 2019 examination, 3 questions were given. 3 questions were given from electric charges and field. One was based on Gauss law, other was based on Coulomb's law, and other was based on charges. 3 questions were directly given from electric charges and field. But still, I am considering only minimum things, so that there are some average students like me, they can prepare for this thing. Even at this time also they can prepare these things. So just I am considering these chapters. I am getting 52 marks from second year syllabus. Now let us move on to the first year syllabus. The first thing I want you to read in first year syllabus is measurements. Some error analysis are there. Then you have to derive some formulas. There will be one definite question from these measurements. You can easily get 4 marks from this topic. You can easily score 4 marks from this topic. Don't leave this measurement. Units and measurement one chapter is there. Now coming to this topic, thermodynamic and kinetic theory of gases. Thermodynamic and kinetic theory of gases. You can expect 3 questions definitely from thermodynamics and kinetic theory of gases. See here, thermodynamic itself is divided into 2 parts. One part is that nothing but second law of thermodynamic. There you will be having Carnot engine and refrigerator. One question will be there based on Carnot engine and refrigerator, and remaining one question will be asked from zeroth line first law of thermodynamic, which is very easy topic. This thermodynamic itself is an easy topic. And from kinetic theory of gases, which question you can expect? You can expect the question on gas law, or you can expect the question on equipartition energy, or you can expect the question on degree of freedom. So this first important thing in our first year topic is studying this thermodynamic and kinetic theory gases. So how many marks you will be getting from here? You will be getting 12 marks from here. 12 marks. You can easily score 12 marks from thermodynamic and kinetic theory of gases. And the next important thing we have to concentrate is on this chapter, that is waves. Waves is further divided into two parts. One part consists of Doppler effect. Doppler effect, and the other part is regarding open pipe, closed pipe, and the formula for frequency string, vibration on a frequency string. So in waves you can easily expect two questions. Two questions you can easily expect in waves. That is nothing but how many marks? It will be giving you 8 marks. It will be giving you 8 marks. You can easily score 8 marks in waves. And here 12 marks are there, here 8 marks are there. Means by studying these 3 chapters you are able to score 20 marks. You are able to score 20 marks easily by studying thermodynamics, kinetic theory of gases and waves. I am just talking about waves. There will be definitely 2 questions from the waves and 3 questions from thermodynamic and kinetic theory of gases. Now let us move on to the next topic, that is gravitation. Here every year from gravitation we are having 2 questions. One question will be from starting Kepler's law, and the next question will be regarding kinetic energy, potential energy. This type of questions will be there in the gravitation. We'll discuss that in whenever I'm releasing the videos. I will be discussing regarding what are the important topics from gravitation. So here the next important chapter that you have to concentrate is gravitation, because there will be definitely 2 marks from gravitation, which that is nothing but you will be getting easily 8 marks. You can easily score 8 marks from this gravitation. If you see previous year papers of the gravitation, you will be amazed that how much easy questions they are giving from gravitation. It is just based on concept, not so numerical. It is just based on concept. So see here how many marks we have completed. Here I have taken 8 marks. Here I have taken 20 marks. So see here, this is combined 20 marks are there. Here I have taken 8 marks. So it will be around 28 marks. Next important chapter that you have to concentrate is the system of particles. Every year minimum 3 questions, maximum 5 questions. Minimum in 2017 or 2018 NEET paper they have given around 6 questions from this chapter. Motion in a straight line and rigid bodies, or motion of a system of particles and rigid bodies. They have given 6 questions, but still I am considering only 3 questions. Minimum 3 questions are there. The system of particles is again divided into 3 parts: rotational motion, and center of mass is there. Other one is rigid body dynamics. One question will be there from each topic, but I am taking minimum marks. So even if you are getting 3 questions from this topic, then the marks are how much? 12 marks. You are easily getting 12 marks. So here you are getting 20 marks, here you are getting 28 marks, here you are getting 12 marks. So already we have completed how many marks? 40 marks are already completed. 40 marks are already completed, and I haven't included these marks. I haven't included the marks of measurements. If you add the marks of measurement, how many marks you will be getting? Around 44 marks. 44 marks. Now once you are done with this chapter, next thing what you have to do, once you are done with this chapter, next thing what you have to do is concentrate on important topics from kinematics, laws of motion, and work energy power. What are the important topics from laws of motion? Collision topic is there. Collision topic is there. You can easily expect one question from collision. There will be one definite question from collision. Next, from kinematics we are having vectors. There is one definite question from vectors. One definite question regarding derivation, differentiation. He will be giving you acceleration, he will be giving you velocity, and he will be asking you to find acceleration. Similarly, he will be giving some vector equations. One definite question will be there from vector, one definite question will be there from derivation type of questions. Like he will be giving some displacement, he will be asking you to calculate axial velocity, or he will be giving you some acceleration, he will be asking you to calculate the displacement by integrating. This type of easy questions you can expect. Even without even studying the questions, you can answer those questions. So you can expect around 3 such easy questions. Actually there will be around 2 questions will be 2 to 3 questions will be from kinematics, around 2 questions will be there from laws of motion, around 1 or 2 questions will be there from work energy and power. Still I am taking that from all this topic you are just able to answer 3 questions. Means 3 questions means how much? You are taking 12 marks. you are taking 12 marks. If you add this 12 marks plus 44, this 44 marks, how many marks you will be getting? This will become 6 and this will become 56. So initially we have got 52 marks in second year. Here we are getting 56 marks. Means how many marks you will be getting? You will be getting around 108 marks. 108 marks. You will be getting 108 marks. Again, I want to remind you that I am taking minimum number of questions only. I am not taking maximum number of questions. I am taking only minimum number of questions. So you may have a doubt that you will be getting negative marks. Yes, definitely you will be getting some negative marks. Even if you are getting negative marks, be 100% sure that you are answering those questions which you are 100% sure. So what you will be doing whenever you are having a surety of 50% only, I will tell that in last as a trick. So now let us move on to the next slide. I think the next slide is regarding the timetable. What are the topics that you have to finish first? So please concentrate on this timetable. If you want to create the timetable on your own, you can also create the timetable on your own, but base the things on the timetable which you have created. So here I have presented the dates. These all are dates. This is the dates of present month, that is July. This is date 10th. If you are starting to prepare it from 10th date, this is the first date. Now, I have divided all the topics based on this particular dates, and I have made a 50-day strategy how you can easily score 100 plus marks within this 50 days. Now see here, the first topic which I have taken to study is atoms. The first thing which you have to study is atoms. See, this topic can be finished in a day. And one more thing I have to tell you, don't study in such a manner that you are dedicating entire day for studying physics, the next day you are studying for botany, the next day you are studying for zoology, the next day you are studying for chemistry. Rather than doing this, divide the entire day into 4 parts and study the 4 different topics. In this manner you will be able to remember everything. Even though you are getting confusion, still you have to get confusion, you have to get some stress now only, so that you can easily answer the question in the main examination. Don't study the topic subject wise, day wise. Divide the entire day into 4 different periods and study the 4 different topics there. So see here, the first topic that you have to start is the atoms, because this atom is common both in chemistry and physics. This will be very much easy for you, and you can easily get 4 marks. I mean, you can get easily score 4 marks from this topic. I'm writing this as first question. The next thing which you have to concentrate is these 3 days. For these 3 days, the thing which you have to concentrate is electronic devices. Electronic devices. For these 3 days, one day you have to study logic gates, the other day you have to study transistor, the other day you have to study what is that we call diodes. You can, as I said, you can expect 3 questions from this electronic devices, 3 to 4 questions. Again, I am taking minimum number of questions from it. Once you are done with this, the next topic you have to do is dual nature of radiation. Dual nature of radiation. You can take 2 days for dual nature of radiation. Dual nature of radiation. And if you have already prepared for nuclear chapter, previously suppose you have prepared some half of the topic of nuclear, you can go with that half topic, or you can just concentrate on previous paper for this nuclear. I am not considering this nuclear. You can, if you want, you can read this nuclear, but I am considering only dual nature of radiation. How many questions you are expecting dual nature of radiation? I am expecting 2 questions in dual nature of radiation. Now once you have done this, all this topic, once you are done with all this topic, how many questions are there? Around 6 to 7 questions. If you consider nuclear, there are 7 questions. 7 for the how much? It will be 28 marks. Now on 16th, what you have to do is you have to revise. You have to do revision. Revision for what? Revision for all the above topics, including JEE mains problems. JEE main problems. JEE main problems. Once you are done with this, And if you are able to solve all the, see here, while studying this also you have to do the problems and you have to do previous year problems. You have to do the problems, you have to study previous problems. But on 16th, means once you have studied on 10th atoms, 11th, 12th, 13th electronic devices, 14th and 15th dual nature of radiation and nuclei, what you have to do, you have to do on 16th, you have to do all the problems from this topic as well as JEE main problem. Why I am telling JEE mains problem is many of the NEET questions are appearing from JEE mains. So that is the reason you have to study JEE main problems. Now the 16th day is revision for all the above topics. Now once you are done with this, you can move on to the next topic. What could be the next topic? The next topic for the next 2 days will be wave optics. The topic next I am suggesting is wave optics. Here, as I said, wave optics consists of 3 parts. One will be polarization, other will be diffraction, other will be interference. This polarization and diffraction can be finished only in 1 day. See, polarization has only one formula and one problematic concept. एक ही तरीके का problem रहता हो किसमें polarization में. Whereas in diffraction we are having central width maximum, central width minimum. उसमें दो formulas रहते हैं. This diffraction and polarization can be finished only in 1 day, and the next day you can keep it for interference. Interference is somewhat lengthy topic. So as I said, I am expecting 2 questions from this topic. 2 questions from wave optics. Or sometimes you can get 3 questions. It depends upon your work. Or sometimes you will get only 1 question, but still definitely you will be getting 1 question. Now I haven't included optics here. I haven't included the ray optics. I have included wave optics. If I haven't included ray optics. If you have the time, if you think that I have already finished the wave optics, if you have the time, you can include one more topic. As I already said, that is called as optical instruments. Optical instruments. Why? Because this optical instrument is definitely giving you 1 question. If you are having time, go through this. If you don't have time, if you want to just read wave optics, you can go with wave optics, but you might have prepared already wave optics for nearly 1 or 2 times. So I am including one more topic here, that is called as optical instruments. So now suppose you are done with these 2 dates, wave optics and optical instrument. Now let us move on to the next 2 dates. What you have to read the next chapter. The next chapter which you have to concentrate is gravitation. Gravitation. The next topic that you have to concentrate is gravitation. Why I am telling gravitation? Means from gravitation you can expect 2 questions. From gravitation you can expect 2 questions. So once you are done with these topics, how many questions we are getting? I am neglecting this question. Suppose I am neglecting this question, we are getting around 4 questions. 2 questions from gravitation, 2 questions from wave optics. If you include wave optical instrument, it will become 5 questions. Your wish. Now if you are getting 4 questions, means how many marks? 4 for this, it is 16 marks. If you are expecting 5 questions, how many marks? It is 20 marks. Here, if you are expecting 7 questions, it will be 28 marks. So as I said, I will be considering only minimum marks. Okay. Now what we have to do once we are done with this, on 21st, you have to again revise the things. On 21st, again you have to revise the things, include JEE problems. JEE mains problems. You have to revise all the problems from this previous year NEET problems and previous year JEE problems. The 21st day is revision for wave optics, optical instrument and gravitation. I hope till here you got this. So now let us move on to the next. What are the next important topics? So on 22nd, the next important topic that you will be studying is electromagnetic waves. This is 1 mark question, definite question. The next topic you will be studying is vectors. Vector and electromagnetic wave. I have added place here. Electromagnetic wave can be finished within 1 hour or half an hour only. Within 45 minutes, I think electromagnetic wave can be finished. Next is vector. Dot product is there, cross product is there. That also you can be finished in half an hour. If you have problems with you can finish that within half an hour. So if you are finishing this, here you are getting 2 questions from vectors and electromagnetic waves. You can find these vector problems in system of particle as well as motion in a plane also. Motion in a straight line, motion in a plane, loss of motion also. So here you are getting 2 questions. One is electromagnetic waves, other thing is vector. The next topic that we have to concentrate is, that is for these 3 days, 23, 24 and 25. What you have to concentrate? You have to concentrate on thermodynamics. How many questions you can expect from thermodynamics? 2 questions. I'm taking minimum questions. Next topic, what is that? Kinetic theory of gases. How many questions you can expect? 1 question to 2 questions from kinetic theory of gases. As I said, I will be taking minimum questions, so I will be taking only 1 question. Once you are done with this, you have studied thermodynamics, you have studied kinetic theory of gases, you have solved the problems, you have studied electromagnetic waves, you have studied vectors. Then on 26, again you have to revise JEE problems, revise the JEE problems, previous year NEET problems, and take any book and solve the problem from that particular chapter. If you are having MTG book, so please try to solve all the problems from MTG book, because it has been seen that many of the problems are coming from that thing. Actually that book is nothing but it is the concepts from NCERT books only, but try to revise the things on 26. Now you are done already. How many revisions you did? This is first revision, this is second revision, and this is third revision. Now let us see what are the next thing I have included. The next important thing that you have to study is waves. See here how many questions we have covered here. This 2 questions, this 2 questions. Here I am taking minimum question. This is 1 question. So in total we have covered 5 questions here. In total we have covered 5 questions here. Here in total we have covered 4 questions. Here in total we have covered 7 questions. So next topic is waves. Every year from waves we are having 2 questions. Every year from waves we are having 2 questions. So one will be based on Doppler effect, other will be based on open pipe, organ pipe, beats, or frequency of a string. But one question will be there based on Doppler effect. So the next topic for the next 2 days you have to concentrate is waves. And what would be the next thing? The next thing is for 2 days is oscillation, and simple harmonic motion. Sorry, oscillation and SHM. That is the same thing. Simple harmonic motion questions are there in now. So you have to consider simple harmonic motion. So you can expect 2 questions from this. You can expect 2 questions. In oscillation only we will be having simple harmonic motion. Statement is there, A is directly proportional to of negative of displacement. A is equals to minus omega square x is there. One question will be based on that thing. So you can expect 2 questions from oscillation and simple harmonic motion. I hope you know what you have to do on 31st. You have to revise everything. You have to revise everything. Everything means these topics. Here how many questions you are getting? You are getting 4 questions. So what are the things we have completed? How many questions till now we have completed? How many days we have did? We have just completed only 20 days only. We have just completed 20 or 21 days only. But our strategy is of 50 days. Let us count how many marks we have completed. Here 28 marks have been completed. Here how many? 16 marks have been completed. How much? 44 marks. 34 marks. Not 34. 28, 16, 38, 38 plus 6. It will be 44 marks. 44 marks, and here 5 questions. 5 questions means how much? 20 marks. 44 plus 20 will be how much? 64. It will be 64. Here how many marks? 16 marks. Here 64 and 16 marks. How many will be getting? 64. This is 10. Around 80 marks has been completed. 80 marks have been completed only in 20 days. Our strategy is for 50 days. 80 marks have been completed only in how many days? 20 days. Now let us move on to the next month. This is also still July. Next we are having August. Here we are having August. Now what we have to do? Already 80 marks portion has been completed. Now we have to concentrate on the problems or on the topic which are very much important from the remaining topics. I said the remaining topics are there. So what are the important things? Next, on first we have to study units and measurements. Units and measurement. Because there is one definite question from this, units and measurement. This can be done in one day. Next important topic is there. What is that? Collisions. Next important topic is collision. Next, you haven't studied one more important topic. What is the topic? You can take either 4 days or you can take 1 day, 3 days. 3 days. That topic is system of particles. System of particle. As I said, here one question will be there. As I said, there will be around 3 to 6 questions in 2018 or 2017. 6 questions were given, but minimum you can expect 3 questions from this topic. Minimum you can expect 3 questions from this topic. Next, what is there? We haven't studied about current electricity. You can take this 3 current electricity. Current electricity. You can expect 2 to 3 questions from this current electricity. Now on remaining days, that is 9, 10 and 11, what you have to do, you have to revise again everything. You have to revise all the problems on during these 3 days. You have to revise all the problems. Till here only 30 days have been completed. Only 30 days are completed. I hope so, because we have started on 10th, 10 to 31, 10 to around 32 or 30 days have been completed. I haven't counted perfectly. Let me assume around 32 to 33 days have been completed. Still, our strategy is for 50 days. In 30 days itself, in the previous page we have completed 80 marks. Here we are getting 4 marks here. In collision we are getting 4 marks here. Suppose from these 3 questions are there, 12 marks are there. You are unable to answer. Suppose due to some reason you are unable to answer all the questions. I am taking only 4 marks only from this. Again, from current electricity, out of 3 questions you are able to answer only 1 question. How many marks are there? 4 3 are 12. 12 plus 4, 16 marks have already been gained. So here it is becoming 96 marks. And for finishing 50-day strategy, we are left with a large number of time. We are left with a huge number of time. How many days still are there? Till here only 30 days have been completed. Till here only 30 days have been completed. Again we have time for, see here, till 29 days, till 30 days or 28 days, 50 days will be completed. Here 50 days will be completed. Here 50 days will be completed. And September is here. Still we have a lot of time. So if you follow this timetable, by the end of July you are getting 80 marks. If you want to revise the 80 marks, you can utilize this 10 days for revising the revising the 80 marks, and further you can utilize those 10 days or 20 days, remaining 20 days, for solving the new concept. But what I prefer is that till this time, till here, till 11, complete those 80 marks and complete this thing, and from 12 to this particular 25 or 26 or 27, again revise all those topics. By this time you will be finishing your 2 or 3 times revision. This is here, till here it is the 50-day strategy. Now from here you have to just to do revision from all the topics, just to do revision. This will be your 3rd revision. Don't read any new topic. This will be your 3rd revision from 30th of August till the end of till the date of the examination, means till 12. The only thing you have to do is revision. Now please, from now onwards, try to study minimum 14 hours. Try to spend the time with the books, minimum 14 hours, and always divide the entire day into different subjects. Don't read one subject in an entire day. Divide the day into different subjects. If morning you are reading zoology, then go for chemistry. Then afternoon try to solve the problem. Then by evening again try to do the problems of this botany and zoology, means object MCQs of botany and zoology, chemistry and physics, or previous year papers. So I hope you got this strategy. Within 20 days we are getting 80 marks. In remaining 10 days we are getting extra 96 and extra around 16 to 20 marks. This was the strategy for 30 days. Again you are still left with 20 days. In this 20 days again revise entire things which you have studied in past 30 days. So this will become your 2nd revision, and from 30th to this particular 10th or 11th, again you have to revise all the subjects. This will become the 3rd revision. So now let us discuss about the trick which I was talking. This trick could be applied for everything, but there is one condition. Suppose out of 45 questions, I will be taking the example of physics only. Out of 45 questions you have correctly answered, you are sure that you have correctly answered around 23 to 25 questions. You are sure about this. You have to be sure about this, that you have answered 23 to 25 questions. I am taking an example of 25 questions. Means 25 questions into 4, how much you will be getting? You will be getting 100 marks. Now there are certain questions which you are 50% sure, you are around 50% to 60% sure that will be the particular option. Suppose I will be taking those questions as question number 26, question number 27, question number 28, question number 29, question number 30, question number 31, so on. I'm just taking an example. Suppose you are 50% sure of this answer, you are 40% sure of this answer, you are 50% sure of this answer. Now how many marks you will be getting for correct option? For correct answer you will be getting 4 marks, and for wrong answer you will be getting -1 mark. So what I am doing, I am thinking that its answer should be C. So what I did, I have kept the C option for 4 questions. I have taken the answer as C. Now suppose this option was wrong, this option was wrong, this option was wrong, but this option was right. Out of this 4 questions, 1 question had the answer C. See here, how many marks negative mark you will be getting here? You will be getting here -1 negative mark. Here you will be getting -1 negative mark. Here you will be getting -1 negative mark. But this option is right. So how much marks you will be getting? 4 marks. Even if you subtract this negative mark, again you are gaining 1 mark, 1 extra mark you are gaining. Suppose 25 questions are you are 100% sure about 25 questions. Now how many questions are remaining? Now remaining questions are 20 questions. Now suppose you are answering this 20 questions randomly, something like this. You are answering this 20 questions randomly, something like this. Even if 5 questions are getting right, even if 5 of them are right, means how many? Means 5 into 4 will be how much? 5 for the 20 marks. And remaining 15 are wrong. See here, how many questions are left? We are left with 20 questions, and this 20 question carries how many marks? 80 marks. This 20 questions carry 80 marks. Now you have kept this answers for these 20 questions randomly, and out of these 20 questions only 5 questions are right and 15 questions are wrong. These are wrong questions. So how many marks you will be losing? 15 into -1 will become -15 marks. You will be losing -15 marks. But remaining 5 questions are right, means how many marks you are getting? 5 fours are how much? 20 marks. Even if you remove this 15 marks from 20 marks, still you are getting 5 marks ahead. I hope you are getting this trick. Even after answering, if you are answering 25 questions correctly, remaining questions will be 20. This 20 questions will be of how many marks? This will be of 80 marks. Now suppose you have kept the answer for this 20 questions randomly. For 20 questions you have given random answer. Out of these 20 questions, you were able to answer 5 questions correct and 15 questions were wrong. So how many marks you will be getting for each negative answer? You will be getting -1 marks. So this will become how many marks? You have answered 15 questions as wrong, you will be getting -15 marks. Now out of those 20 questions, 5 questions were right. So if you multiply this, you will be getting how many marks? 20 marks. So if you subtract this 20 marks from 15 marks, still you will be having an excess of 5 marks. So I have given 2 tricks here. One trick is regarding this thing. If you answer continuously 4 questions, most probable answer, not like that you are answering you try to answer most probable thing. So out of this 4 options, even there is a chance of getting 1 option right. The other thing you can do is that you can add this thing also, but you will be getting 1 negative mark here. You will be getting 1 negative if you think 5 question as C. Suppose these 4 questions are wrong and these 4 questions are 1 question is right. So this 4 marks will cancel this thing. This 4 marks will cancel this thing. I will try to explain once again. Here, suppose there is question number 1, question number 2, question number 3, question number 4, and question number 5. For this 5 question, you have answered option as B, 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 B. Suppose these options went wrong. These things you have to do only after answering 25 or 20 questions. These 4 options went wrong. Now this option was right. For this you will be getting 4 marks. For this you will be getting -4 marks. So this cancel each other, so there is no loss of marks. You'll be getting definitely 100 marks only. So these are certain tricks which I have given for you. I hope you understood this trick. Please be careful. I have told that this trick is regarding those who have attempted more than 25 questions. Don't try to make blunders in the examination. This trick is for the person who has attended more than 25 questions or more than 22 questions. 22 questions, then only apply this trick. If you try to solve all the problem like in this manner only, then you will be doing some blunders. You will be getting entire marks in negative only. So this trick is for the persons who have done 25 questions perfectly and they don't know about the remaining 20 questions. So be careful while applying the trick. Don't apply the trick blindly. Apply only if you know the answer. You are sure about the answer 50%. I hope you understood the video. So please do subscribe the channel, comment, like and share. Thank you.